In April of 2024, Hawaiian Gardens celebrated its 60th anniversary with a parade and a carnival that brought the whole community together. It was a reminder of how much pride and history are packed into the smallest city in LA County. Today, Hawaiian Gardens is home to around 14,000 residents and a strong sense of identity shaped by decades of resilience and change. In this video, I'm taking a quick look at how the city got here and how bigger regional planning decisions can help shape the community we see today. So to understand how Hawaiian Gardens got here today, we have to look back at the policies that shaped its development. This map from the Mapping Inequality Archive shows how in the 1930s, the federal government graded neighborhoods for mortgage risk. Areas with Black or immigrant residents were marked in red and labeled hazardous, which locked them out of home loans for decades. Hawaiian Gardens grew right next to these red line zones, so early patterns of disinvestment and segregation shaped the community long before it became an official city. Even after redlining, California courts enforced racially restrictive covenants for decades. These were written in clauses in property deeds that banned people of color from buying or renting homes in many suburbs. And even though the Supreme Court struck them down in 1948, the language stayed in deeds well into the 50s and the 60s, exactly like the example shown here. These barriers kept nearby suburbs overwhelmingly white, while families of color had fewer places where they were allowed to live. As suburbs like Lakewood and Cerritos expanded in the 1950s and 60s, they relied heavily on single-family zoning and mortgage programs that mostly served white home buyers. Meanwhile, the unincorporated area that became Hawaiian Gardens developed denser housing and lower-cost options simply because it wasn't protected by those same exclusionary rules. The city remains one of the densest and most affordable pockets in the region, with apartments, mobile homes, and small lot homes concentrated into less than 1 square mile. As rents rise in surrounding cities like Lakewood, Cypress, and Los Alamitos, more cost-burdened families move into Hawaiian Gardens. Increased overcrowding, parking shortages, and pressure on city services. Meanwhile, wealthier suburbs maintain high home prices and restrictive zoning, which limits where lower-income households can live and keeps the long-standing divides in place. Hawaiian Gardens faces the challenges of a growing population with a small tax base and limited staffing, while neighborhood cities benefit from zoning that keeps affordable housing and the responsibilities that come with it out of their jurisdictions. And on to the good stuff, my reform proposal. Because Hawaiian Gardens is small, heavily built out, and already carries a disproportionate share of the region's affordable housing, solutions need to address both historical causes and present-day pressures. Number 1, requiring surrounding cities to share the housing responsibility. Cities like Lakewood, Cypress, and Los Alamitos need to rezone for multifamily housing, adopt inclusionary housing policies, and meet their full state housing element obligations. This would distribute affordable housing regionally instead of just concentrating it in Hawaiian Gardens. Number 2, strengthen tenant protections to stabilize residents. Local protections like just cause eviction rules, anti-gouging measures, and mediation services can help current residents stay housed and reduce turnover-driven overcrowding. Number 3, increase infrastructure and staffing support. With limited staff and a small tax base, Hawaiian Gardens needs targeted state and county support for parking and traffic management, code enforcement, public safety, and planning. These investments would stabilize conditions without placing unrealistic burdens on such a small city government. For topic number 4, open access to higher opportunity neighborhoods. To repair the effects of segregation, families should be able to live in communities with strong schools, safe streets, and well-funded public services, not just the most affordable areas. Nearby cities like Cerritos, Lakewood, Los Alamitos, and Cypress fit this description. They have higher performing schools, larger tax bases, and long histories of single-family zoning that limited who could live there. A real remedy means requiring these suburbs to allow a wider range of housing types and support programs that help families access neighborhoods that historically excluded them. Lastly, for number 5, strengthen regional planning to prevent overconcentration. Hawaiian Gardens shouldn't continue to absorb the majority of the area's lower-cost housing. A coordinated regional framework can promote a fair distribution of new housing, services, and infrastructure. To close, these reforms recognize that Hawaiian Gardens has long carried more than its fair share of the region's housing needs. By requiring surrounding cities to participate in affordable housing, strengthening tenant protections, and investing in local capacity, the region can begin addressing the legacy of segregation and create fair, healthier conditions for everyone.